Hello, and welcome to the Nomads of Fantasy catch-up episode for February of 2023, where we're going to chat a little bit about what we've been up to, what games we've been playing. I am here today with Eric.
What up, gamers?
And Brandon.
Player 2 has joined.
That was
God.
good. All right. Is that off,
dad
off
joke.
the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, off the dome.
Good. I like that. That was very funny. Nice. So yeah, we're gonna go through a little bit of what we've been doing for the last month. There's been a decent amount that's come out. You know, sometimes life gets in the way, but you know, what have you guys been up to? What's been on the schedule as of late?
Oh,
Brandon,
Game Pass is not slowing down, man. And
Yeah.
so I actually wanted to hit on this game. I kind of saw some buzz about it, and I heard it was good, and I heard it was like BioShock, and I'm like, say no more.
Oh yes.
I will lose myself to it. But, you know, I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I know that we're going to be talking about the anime in 2 more episodes from this. Actually, no. Yeah, whatever. End of this month. But anyways, yeah. But, you know, in the prep to, for that, I wanted to, play that game. And but lo and behold, Wu Lang or Wu Long or something dropped out. That was like a big Game Pass
Fallen
game.
Dynasty. Is that?
Yeah,
I heard people talking
I checked
a
it
little
out.
bit about that.
Not for me. Horrible acting.
Is it like
loosey goosey?
Just from the name, I have no idea what the game is, but it sounds like a Dynasty Warriors type game.
I didn't get too far in it. It was okay, but it was, I don't know.
What's the gameplay like?
Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, that seemed like Ninja Gaiden.
Like third person
game
action.
Now you got.
Yeah,
I'm interested in that.
but you know, I knew we were gonna do a catch up, and I really wanted to check out Atomic Heart. And holy shit. I mean, I have not spent that much. I have gotten to the action, but there is a long build up, and it is BioShock. At this point, I feel like BioShock Infinite all over again. Long intro.
Heard, yeah.
You're like a guy sent on the mission, just get in and get out. You're in the air. You know, it's like a blend of like modern technology with like old kind of, not steampunk, but just old 40s, 50s tech. But I looked into the plot. I don't want to give anything away, but it seems like some Russian scientist in like the early 1900s came up with some kind of technology. I think it's like polymer or something like that. Anyways, it gave them a big advantage in the world. So when World War II broke out, Russia just
fucked people up.
Yeah. And they released some kind of chemical, like the brown virus or something like that. I don't know. Wiped out a lot of people. So they use all this technology to start pumping out all these robots. So you're just sent in, and it's beautiful. It is like BioShock Infinite. Just like, this is a beautiful world. There's just so much
Unreal
going on.
Engine, I'm wondering.
It must be. It's stunning. And, you know, playing like Cyberpunk 2077 is beautiful too. So I'm like, yeah, this really holds up. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. If you like BioShock Infinite, or wanted to like BioShock Infinite, maybe if you struggle with that, but you like the world, then, you know, I would say give this game a shot. I think
What's it called?
Good reviews. It's called Atomic Heart.
I've seen some screenshots of it, and it did look pretty, and yeah, I'm curious. It's an Unreal Engine game, so it's got to look nice.
It seems more like original BioShock, where you're scavenging for ammo, because like when you first start, you get like a shotgun and a bullet, and you're like, a bullet? I just used that thing killing the robot, and there's more robots. So I have an axe, and I don't know, everything about it. The animation, graphics are really good. Yeah, so I don't know. I like I said, I haven't spent too much into that game. It's got a long intro, but I kind of felt bad because I was rushing through that. I might want to replay it again. But there's another game that actually came out on Game Pass, and I just randomly tried it out. It was called Guilty Gear. I think it's called Stride. Guilty Gear
Strive. Is that the fighting game?
Oh, is it Strive? Okay, Strive.
Yes.
Holy shit!
It's a fighting game.
It is an anime.
Yeah, it's Arc System
cell
Works.
shaded. Do you know about this game?
Oh, this looks pretty as shit.
Arc System Works. They same developer behind like Dragon Ball Fighters, all the anime 2D fighters. Yeah.
Never played those games, but I've heard good things. I'm just blown away because what's cool about it is there's a story mode, and I'm like, okay, story mode, like, you know, Mortal Kombat or whatever, like you kind of go in and out of like fights and stuff like that while telling a story. from what I saw, it's legit like 20-minute episodes, just using their engine to tell, just a world build and just tell a story. But it's like really good.
Wow,
and
I
it's
love
all
the look
in the
of
engine.
their games. It's
Adding it to the
amazing.
list.
It's like 3D, but they make it look 2D, like 2D animation. It's
Very
crazy.
well done. The animation's good. The directing's good. I was like, this is, I don't know, this is great. So I just kind of threw myself into that, played a little bit. It's a little hard, but it's so stunning to look at. Just like playing an anime, just 2D fighter. But
It looks like an anime in motion. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's
I
really
like
cool.
I like playing those games just to look at them, but I'm so bad at fighting games. Like when I try to get into the competitive, like online, I just get my ass kicked instantly because people are hardcore with those anime fighting games.
Right.
Some people aren't very nomadic in their choices of. Okay, some people stick on one and they go. So,
well, I don't know. Maybe the three of us can like play it and have some fun with it, beating the shit out of each other. But I thought it was really cool. And if you like animes, like I feel like this is incredible to just witness, and it's all done in game. Like that's the thing. So if the camera works really good, like they just nailed it. It's making me want to play their other games. I'm just blown away by the quality of these Atomic Heart and this Guilty Gear Stride game. But anyways,
both on Game Pass too, right?
That's what I was saying. Like I'm trying to play Cyberpunk, and I'm really liking that. And all these really incredible games just dropped out. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, they're not stopping.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
What you got going on, Eric?
Well, the big, I figured I'd bring it up now. The big elephant in the room.
All right, I gotta
Hogwarts
go.
Legacy.
I'll be back. I got nothing on this.
Fuck yeah.
No, it looks incredible from like a Harry Potter fan. I bet it's like.
I was gonna say, as a Harry Potter fan, like pretty much all my life, this is like the dream game that I've been waiting for in this, for this franchise, for this universe. Like it's pretty much everything that I wanted, everything that they promised, and I don't know what else there is to say besides like
what's the
super
goal?
happy that this game came out.
Like, what do you do?
Well, it's a story.
'Cause you're not
it's
Harry.
like an open world story. It's like it happens 100 years ago, or like 1800s, isn't it?
It's 1800.
Yeah.
So it's
Same
takes
school
place
as Hogwarts.
Right.
So you're in the same school, and you're a fifth year student that gets like brought, gets a lot out of Hogwarts. You're like, because that's a weird thing to happen, is like a fifth year student just coming in fresh. So it gives you like that feeling that you're kind of special, kind of like Harry. There's gameplay stuff that you can do that nobody else can do, which
the ancient magic stuff.
Yeah. And you got your buddy Professor Fig. He's, you go
all
into
the characters
story
are great.
missions. Yeah, but I like, you got to go to classes if you want to learn like other spells, which was pretty cool. So you want to learn Wingardium Leviosa, you got to go do the quest for your potions teacher or your herbology teacher or all these other kind of things.
What's the gameplay like though?
I mean, it's just third person action, open world.
World.
Yeah. Think of like, I don't know,
but you're a
Witcher
kid, so
or something
you're
like that. Yeah,
in like
but you're
like
using your
attacking.
wand. So it feels really good. It honestly, it's it's published by WB. It does have that Arkham sort of feeling and flow to the combat. Like you're not using your fists, but you're chaining together combos, you're countering, you're dodging. It's all those like same Arkham kind of style combat mechanics, but you're using a wand instead. So you have your basic attacks, and then you have your like more powerful spells. So the basic flow would be like you use your basic attack, use your like Wingardium, put him in the air, and then you use your like Accio to drag him towards you, him with your spells, use Incendio, send him away.
Look at you,
bring him back, stun him.
Yeah.
And then you got your counters too.
They're yelling them every time you cast a spell, which is like, just shut up sometimes, please. You don't have to say it every time.
Love you.
The combat's actually like, if you get into some of the, because I'm a decent, I don't know, I need to play more of it, but I probably played, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours at this point. But when you start getting outside like the castle, there's like some goblin encampments, and some of them are pretty tough to take down. Like the combat is, you need to get like a feel for it, and you kind of get into a flow a little bit with it. But if you mess up, you kind of can screw yourself and die pretty quickly.
I think
it feels really good.
I'm like level 15, I think. I mean, I just got like my broom and stuff. So if you step outside, you can just hop on your broom and just zip, off into the distance and, fly pretty much anywhere around. There's a big, it's not just the castle. There's like a kind of a,
it's actually
like
really
big area.
Decent sized world.
Yeah. You get the Forbidden Forest and other towns and other stuff around the castle, which is
it's like an
super
entire
cool to go
island,
visit
like province.
2 questions. Is this single player only or multiplayer?
Single.
And a single
player.
player only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like a massive online.
No.
Okay.
There's
Like,
no
nope.
online at all.
No, think like Witcher or something like that,
Okay.
It's just
Red Dead.
third person,
And then-
open world, yeah.
What are you fighting? Like monsters?
Goblins, other, like bandits and this, like dark wizards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's open world to the point
Enchanted
where like you can go to
arms.
areas and you're like, I can't go here. Yeah, I'm not. I'll get my ass kicked. I gotta learn some more magic spells.
I think you
I
can
haven't gotten
go
too far.
Yeah, I
but,
think you can go anywhere right off the bat. I haven't explored too much outside the castle grounds because, like I said, there's like, I don't know, probably like 8 different areas throughout the map because there's like the central, Hogwarts is in the middle. That's like the central location. And then you have like just these other little hamlets around the province or whatever they call it, the Isle, but it's like an
Sure.
island. But it's I was impressed by the size of the world. Like I thought it was just going to be maybe just Hogwarts and then some areas outside, but it's like a full blown, like big open world that
Like
you can
it's
explore.
Just walking around the castle. We were talking about it earlier.
That's the best part,
It's a
yeah.
slow walk game where you just walk around slow and just like look at shit and
I love
listen
that.
to people have conversations and like,
Yeah.
I'll just stop and listen to these people for a second. You just keep, and then there's like ghosts chasing each other down the hallways and
Yeah,
like,
tons of
man.
character,
There's-
tons of personality. There's puzzles to solve throughout
Everywhere.
the castle and stuff.
I
Yeah.
still
I'm not
haven't figured
against
out that
Harry-
door.
There's the
Door?
door
Was that like a-
equation.
The door
like a mystery?
equations. I haven't figured
So-
it out yet.
I figured it out myself, but apparently there's a note later in the game
Somewhere?
that tells you how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cheat and go look.
Are there a lot
I
of
feel like I was-
puzzles?
Yeah,
I think-
there's different types of puzzles. Yep.
You get your
throughout the castle.
Merlin challenges, which are just
Those are
scattered
fun.
throughout everywhere, and you just got to solve a puzzle out, and it's got
Yeah.
those open world tricks and stuff that you got to do. I thought
I was
it
gonna say
great.
I'm not have nothing against Harry Potter. It's just like a franchise I've just never gotten into. But could somebody like me buy this game and enjoy it, or like do you? Is it
Sure.
really for? Is it really for? Like I think like you don't have to be a Star Wars fan and enjoy like Jedi Fallen Order, right? Like it's just a good game. Like it would I be able to
I
get
think you
into
could
it
have
and
fun with it.
appreciate
Yeah,
it because you
It's-
guys are talking about walking through a castle and just like geeking out on it. But if I don't have that emotional attachment, like could I still?
You
go
could
in
run
and
through.
enjoy
You
that?
could run through that. Like you don't have to do that stuff. You can fast travel everywhere you want. You unlock fast travel points as you.
There's like a
go
million of
throughout the
them.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you don't care about taking in the environment, you could go around, hop around. But yeah, part of it as a Harry Potter fan is just experiencing the world and like Dave said, looking around at all the stuff in the castle and everything. But
even going to the town, Hogsmeade is cool. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
where all like the shops and everything are. So
one thing I will
it's an
say
entire town set over there.
is it takes a while to get going. I will say, like
There's still
the
unlocking.
first like I don't even know 8 to 10 hours probably where I am is like tutorial sort of.
Are you kidding
But
me?
It's
dude?
not tutorial like that.
It's not
like,
tutorial. It
you're
makes
still
it sound
unlocking
bad.
things.
But
like-
you don't unlock everything from the jump. Like it's in stages, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So like you don't get your broom until a while later. You don't unlock certain spells until, you take the classes to learn them.
When
don't
you
unlock
get-
like the herbology mechanic until you take the class to learn, stuff like that.
When you get to one of those big deals like your broom, does it feel like it took too long, or does it feel just right? Like I was ready now, 8 hours in, 9 hours in to get
Yeah.
my broom. Does it feel good, or does it feel gate kept away from you a little too long? And like, why did I have to wait so long? Or does it feel like, yes, I'm ready?
I was
I can
ready for it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't wait that
It's
long,
like a-
but
I think
I
it's
was
like a
definitely
reward,
waiting for that.
Mhm.
I did. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not all peaches and cream. There are like I get weird texture pop-ins when I fast travel, and like the one part I was talking to my professor, and he had like a texture like glitching out on the side of his head for a
Yeah.
little while. Like there's some weird stuff that was going on, but I mean, open world jank. I don't know what we want to call
Dude,
it.
Just
it's
a
not.
couple
It's not
little janky
perfect.
parts,
It's
but-
not reinventing the genre either. It's like
Right.
You got your quests, you got your fast travels, you got, all your kind of standard bits, and they checked off all the boxes, but the fact that it's Potter makes it just a little sweeter.
A little more magical.
Yeah.
What's the what's the estimated length for the campaign for that game?
I don't know. Let me Google that.
Yeah,
Open
do
world
a
game.
how long to beat one. I think they said like, I don't know, probably 30 hours or something like that.
Yeah, that's standard.
Sounds right.
27 and above usually is what I see for a lot of
Hogwarts
games.
Legacy main story is 25 and a half. Main story and extras is 40.
Sounds about right. Yep.
So
that's pretty good. That's kind of where
there's
I like
tons
to
of
tap
side
out.
stuff to do. Tons of side quests to do. And like I said, little puzzles around.
DLC
if
will
you
be
feel like
added.
doing that stuff, but if you wanted to, you could just blow through the main story, like any other open world game. But yeah, like Dave said, it's not reinventing the wheel or the genre. It's pretty standard open world trappings, but that Potter wrapping just makes it that much more appealing to the Harry Potter fans. Like I said, Brandon, I don't think you'll get as much out of it as like a big Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
But I think you could still have fun with it, because I do actually think the combat is fun and challenging and takes a little bit to master.
It's crazy that the Rocksteady games, the Batman games that they did, like the Arkham games, that you'll see those on sale. Shit, they'll even sell the trilogy for like $10, and I'm like, those games are perfect games. I wonder if WB will be like do this with Harry Potter after like a year or two. It'll be like $15, $10 or something like that. Like,
I could see it sticking a little around for a little longer just because it's Harry Potter, but I mean, eventually, it'll get down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Who knows? That's cool. I do have a new one.
About time for them to have something. Oh yeah, what's that?
A freshie, and you guys know about this one already, but 10 Dates.
Oh, 10 Dates, yeah.
10 Dates released.
Yeah, like
actually in February, right around day before Valentine's Day. So,
ooh.
And this is a good one to play with your Valentimes. You can
full motion video, right?
It's full regular
FMV
video,
game.
like you and me looking at each other, real actors, real people. And this one is an actual sequel. It's called an interactive rom-com. Sequel to the other one, 5 Dates, which happened during COVID, and like you're video dating people and you're answering questions and stuff like this. This one, you are Misha. You can actually play as a guy or a girl and go speed dating, which is very interesting because you go, and it's, like real actors, so it's, makes it kind of interesting, a little more invested. And I play all these games with my wife, which is because she actually gets invested in it and yells out choices and stuff like that. So it's easy to keep her attention because it is very rom-com-y. So, you just going on.
Kami?
Yeah, Kami. There's no commies in this one, but no, we played as the chick first. We think we did one story run for her in an hour, and you go speed dating with your buddy. You trick him into going there. He's the guy option. So if you want to play as him, you play as Ryan is his name. But no, you could your first dates with like the shy techie guy, and then your second dates with like some asshole with a motorcycle helmet that puts it down on the table, and we didn't get along with him. It's funny, like, because if you fuck up and you make the wrong choices or you're not clicking, he's just like sitting there on his phone on in the middle of the date. She's like, really, you're just gonna do that? And he's just like, yep. And then you just sit there in an uncomfortably awkward silence for a couple seconds, and then the guy ends the fucking Derek with the microphone ends the dating session and makes the table swap, and then you pick, I think 2 after the first 4 or 5 dates. You pick 2 people and go on second dates, and then you pick 1 person and go on a final date, which I thought the girl had a lot better options than the guys. But you guys are both staring at me like, oh my god, this sounds so boring, but it is actually good time.
I'm sure it's fun.
What's the appeal, I suppose?
It's just like an interactive story, really.
Okay.
Me and Misha ended up with, this fucking, he looked like a party boy when you first met him, but then I really got to know him. And,
oh god,
I found out that stories about his past, and I was getting teared up. Like he was He was bearing his soul
His
for
acting
me
was
on
that
the
good.
second date. On the second date. Yeah.
Damn.
And he was a fucking charmer, and he liked to booze it up. So me and him ended up dating at the end, and then we played through with a guy, and his choices were a little less optimal. There's like very stereotypical, like where you have like the goth girl, and then you have like the nerdy girl who's reading her book like during the date, and then I don't know. It's just a lot of like stereotypical.
It's weird.
People.
Could you play like You play this on Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
So
it's
could you stream it and have people play along with you while you did it? Like, hey, what do you think?
You got to make the decisions pretty quick. You got like a good 10 seconds before the timer goes down.
Oh, and there's a good 10-15 second delay with I think Twitch or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so okay.
But this is not a game. This is a purchase here, but only $15. So for the price of like one movie ticket, you and your significant other can sit down and go speed dating.
That's like $1.10 per date, $1.25 per date.
Yeah. But then you can.
You
don't get to talk to everybody on the second and third dates, so you can. It has a lot of replayability if you want to go see like what those other people are like, or if this people are like really assholes, or they got some weird shit that happens in these. Because I mean, it is a rom-com, so they got like some awful.
I don't mind that stuff.
Happens.
I like Bandersnatch or whatever it was on Netflix, and like I like her story was really good. Thing. Yeah, I like that stuff. I wonder if it's called 10 Dates.
10 Dates. It's about Wales.
The other one was 5. Okay, and 5 Dates was the other one.
Yeah, and I kind of 5 Dates
bundle that shit up, slap a $15 bill on there, and I'll buy it.
They have
try it out.
I mean, this company does do a lot of these. There's Late Shift, The Complex, 10 Dates, 5
Late Shift
Dates.
was fun. That was on Game Pass, I think.
Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus has like, some guy, the guy from The Office is in it. Like it's got some decent ones, but they do have a 5 Dates and 10 Dates bundle. Brandon is $26 on Steam.
Okay.
So,
26.
They've got multiple. I mean, they have one with like 8 of these FMV games in it for $90. But
yeah,
this is Wales Interactive, and I think they just pump these games out. They've got a good workflow. They know what they're doing.
It's like the Telltale. It's like no one's really doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
They got their niche.
Yeah. And there is.
Good luck to them.
Really is nothing else. Kind of like I don't see anybody else doing these or any of these
really
else
doing
come
it,
out.
right?
I mean, we had Immorality came out last year, but that was an interesting one too. But yeah, 10 Dates. Give it a whirl.
I know people.
Give it a whirl if you see it on sale. It's a good one.
I don't know. I've never been super into FMVs, but I would be willing to. I mean,
if you try it with the wife, and I'm telling you, they'll get pulled in because it's kind of like not like a Hallmark movie or whatever, but it's got you got your love interest, you got some jokes, you got some other stuff. So
yeah, that's probably the only context I would play it in. I don't know if I'd be sitting alone in my office playing 10 Dates.
I haven't played this one by myself.
No, I like how this is something that you and I just like your tradition with it. Like hey babe, this is something that we play together. Because
it's like sitting down and watching a movie, but it's more interactive.
You get to choose together and
work together.
If one picked it and they didn't and then the outcome was bad,
Yeah, there was a couple.
All right, well then you pick the next one. All right, you can have some camaraderie there. I think that'd be fun. No, I like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just look at games like Resident Evil 3 and 2 are always like the remakes are always on sale for $15, and I'm like, that's an incredible deal for $15. So I'm
absolutely
like $26 for these. Like, I don't know, like just me, just how I value things. I'm like, it has to be no more than $15. I think
Well, as of now, it's less than a month old. So
right,
if you're gonna wait,
of course.
Just wait a couple months, see what happens.
Yeah,
but.
I'm a cheapskate when it comes to games. I don't know why, but I'm just cheap about it.
Nice. All right. Well, what else you guys got?
You just did a video thing. Even though it was a video game movie kind of thing, whatever. I actually have a movie. I watched. Actually, somebody on Twitter I was talking to, they were talking about Jared Leto, and I was like, I'm not really a big fan of him.
No, me either.
Really, I just don't think he's like. I think he's kind of overrated. Like he's done okay work. I just, after the Joker, I was just like, this guy's lame.
No, the internet has never does not like Jared Leto.
Yeah, and he keeps putting in things. I don't know, whatever. And I don't know. He keeps getting gigs and he gets put in stuff and is what it is. But anyway, somebody mentioned this movie called The Little Things. And I was like, okay, whatever.
Where'd you watch it?
He's in it, I guess. It's on HBO, and I saw Denzel Washington sitting in a car.
Okay.
Denzel Washington face, very serious, dramatic face. And The Little Things. I'm like, all right, I'll watch that. I like Denzel Washington.
Sure.
Jared Leto's going to be
Who
there.
doesn't?
Right. And he carries the film, actually. But it's, I think it only had like a 45 on Rotten Tomatoes. But like ever since seeing Jurassic Park has a 65 on it, like I just can't see Rotten Tomatoes the same. It gave the Willow TV series like an 86. I just like, I can't take Rotten Tomatoes serious ever again because I totally think those are fucking wrong. There's something wrong with the fucking system, you know. But I always like to check it out just to get a gauge. And I'm like, okay, really, Denzel Washington is in a movie that's got a 45. And Rami Malek, I had to look his name up. I don't really know him from other things other than like,
I know
Bohemian
him from
Rhapsody and.
I know him from
Mr.
those
Robot.
Netflix series,
Mr. Robot.
the Haunting of Hill House or whatever. I think he's in those. I'm thinking of somebody else.
This guy.
Who am I thinking of? Hold on.
Oh, I got it. I know.
That dude. He's very interesting.
He's got Pete Davidson eyes.
Yeah, very. Anyways, so the movie, I think it got knocked a lot because it's kind of, you've seen this before in some capacity. It's kind of like Seven. It's kind of like what's the movie where the guy was the Zodiac Killer? Great movies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just kind of like that. But it's Denzel Washington, and I thought his acting was really good. It ends in a way where it's just like, oh man. You know, he's just like kind of just you're not happy, you're not bummed out. It's just like that's
torn.
Yeah, and I don't know. I thought it was directed well. It lulls in the middle. It kind of goes nowhere for a little bit, and it seemed a little sloppy. But the opening half is, I thought, really good, and it kind of stumbles a little bit, and then the ending becomes a different movie in a way. But if you want to see two cops, an old guy, young guy, some Denzel Washington in there, and they're trying to figure out who done it, kind of thing, and they're doing stakeouts
cool.
and. I don't know. It like you don't have to see or like watch it and stare at every like frame of the movie. Like you could just have this on and
play Marvel
hit your
Snap.
phone or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. But when Denzel's on screen, you watch those scenes. Like I thought he was really good. So
You fucking pay attention.
yeah. I mean, I would probably off the cuff, I would probably say it's like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. The little
which
things
I would say is
called?
good. Yeah.
The Little Things. Yeah, Rahul Kohli is who I was thinking of, not Rami Malek.
who
I always
Rahul
for some reason I always get those confused.
And he's who from what?
I know him from A Haunting of Bly Manor, which was actually pretty good.
I love those
on
movies.
Netflix.
Yeah. Who did he play in that?
I don't know, Owen or whatever his name is. I don't know. The series on Netflix though.
Okay.
They're like anthology series.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
For some reason I always get those two confused.
Nice.
Not at all the same.
No, they're not. But whatever. But yeah, that's really all I got to catch up on.
All right. Well, you got anything else for you, Eric?
I got a couple things.
Sure. Fire away.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard this one. I discovered this while I was looking for games to play with my son. And it's called Pile Up Box by Box. I found it on PlayStation, like the PlayStation Plus subscription.
It's like one of those falling box games where you got to balance.
No, it's like I don't even know. It's like a 3D, like sort of platformer puzzle game, but you're a box. You play as a box.
Okay.
Like a cardboard box. And the world is cardboard and everything around you is cardboard. It's actually
That's
a pretty
cool.
cool look. But it's like 4-player co-op, which is cool also. So highly recommend this for co-op, but I don't know. It's fun. You're just going around solving little puzzles as a box. That's really about it. There's not much else to say other than that. It's cute little art style. And it's a fun game with the kids. So if you need something co-op, looking for co-op with the kids, it's called Pile Up Box by Box.
Pile up box by box.
You're basically like solving puzzles by putting boxes on buttons, stacking boxes up, and there's different types of boxes. Like there's a frog box where you can use it to like lick another box and bring it over. There's like exploding boxes to blow up like these bamboo things. It's fun. But
it does have like a little kind of Yoshi's Crafted World kind of vibe.
It's like a toyetic sort of art style.
Yeah, everything else is made out of cardboard too. That's cool.
Yep.
Nice.
But I thought that was a fun one I'd mention. And also, Creed 3 just came out.
Ooh.
I didn't see Creed 3 yet, but I rewatched the first Creed, and that movie's so fucking good. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, okay.
So
Rocky
good.
is like a movie hole. I had a buddy like one random birthday. He came over with like a trilogy and says, "Happy birthday! You need to watch these." I'm like, I do.
Somebody came over with 3 Rocky DVDs?
It was like 3 or 5, whatever this collection or something like that. And I was just like, or maybe it was just the first.
Well, there's
one.
Rocky 1 through 5, then there's Rocky Balboa, then there's Creed 1, Creed 2, and Creed 3.
Are they all canon too? It's none of that weird shit where like
they're all
redoes it all.
Well,
okay.
Nope, they're all
Rocky 5
consistent,
doesn't exist.
All part of
mind.
the same series.
Rocky
5 is the worst. Yes, absolutely.
But it has the ending. It ends with the street fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be pretty
not
sweet?
Good.
No.
No.
I forgot the guy.
But
Tommy Gunn.
these Creed movies have done well to the franchise.
They are
right?
yes, very very good. Creed 2 is weaker. Creed 1 is amazing. Creed 2 is good, but a little bit weaker than the first movie. And I've heard Creed 3 is fucking awesome, so I can't wait to see it.
Creed 3 looks like Rocky 3. That's like just from the trailer. It's like Buddy gets out of jail and wants to fuck him up, and
it's funny they did the same thing with Creed 2, where they he fought Ivan Drago's son, so they brought him back from Rocky 4. So they're connecting it all.
Well, it's not the same guy. I was like, it was his buddy growing up. It looks like from the trailer, but like in Rocky 3, that's the one with Clubber Lang, Mr. T.
Yep. I thought that was 2. Okay, that was the third one.
I watched the scene where he's shit talking to Rocky on like the steps of the Philadelphia Monument. And he starts talking to his wife. Hey woman, I'll show you what a real man feels like. It's just like Mr. T just smack talking and just it's prime Mr. T there too.
We need to do an episode on at least one of the Rocky movies because they're all
probably start. With
I don't
the
know
first
which one to pick.
Add them over time.
Rocky 4.
I mean, the first one.
Rocky
the first
4
one won an Academy Award, didn't it? Like, didn't he get like?
He got a lot.
Rocky.
He wrote it. He starred in it.
Yeah.
The first Rocky is more of like a film, like a cinema film,
right?
The other ones are more just like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. These, it gets you hyped, gets you pumped.
Right. And in Rocky 4, you're ready to punch a hole through a wall.
That's Khal Drago, right? Or not Khal Drago.
Yeah, Ivan Drago, yeah.
Game of Thrones guy, like,
it's pretty close.
Fighting.
And then
Jason Momoa pops in.
Creed kind of does the legacy sequel thing where it kind of goes back to its roots a little more. It's a little slower, and there's more build up to the fights.
Rocky's the trainer in that one, right? In those?
Yeah. Yep.
Which is cool because you get the role reversal.
Train Creed's son. Yeah, it's so good, man.
Yeah, it's
really good.
I gotta see that.
Highly
Where did you watch Creed?
Well, all of the entire Rocky series, including the Creed movies, are now on Amazon Prime. So they're all there.
Sweet.
Yep, they just came out.
Rocky's all on Prime. Nice.
I kind of just want to watch all of them again because
they're
all so fucking good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of my favorite movie franchises.
You're as you're saying how you're hyped to go see the third Creed movie. I just saw today that apparently the next John Wick movie, the fourth one, the last one, is coming out end of this month. End of March.
Really?
Because as we're recording this is March. Yeah.
I still haven't seen any of them.
Dude. My God. They only get better. The first one's great. Second one's really great. The third one I thought was fucking amazing. I was like, I cannot believe that this is working. Like, this just Keanu Reeves just does like this random action flick, and it's just like, yeah, it was cool. People just like Keanu Reeves, and then, but yeah, after the third one, I was just like, that was just some of the best action. And I'm seeing, I mean, fucking critics, they can blow smoke up our ass and all that stuff and just say whatever, but they're hyping it up that this is like the best action they've seen in years. And I'm like, years? Wow. Because there's a lot of action that comes out these days, But I was really impressed with the third one, and I cannot wait to see the fourth one. And it's almost making me think I want to see it in a theater. but it's also almost 3 hours long.
Ooh.
3
I mean, Keanu's no
hours?
slouch at all action
Jesus.
movies either. He's been doing those for a while, so
Yeah.
fucker knows what he's doing with that handgun.
Keanu is just the man, you know, like his acting is whatever, which is weird because like he's in Cyberpunk and I don't get it. Like Keanu Reeves is in the fucking game. It's weird. Like it's his voice. Now you got to see him. And it's just weird because why can't you just be a voice? Like, why do we have to see? I don't know. It's not like
You got to use the likeness
Because they paid for Keanu.
No,
so
I know.
him.
I know why. It's just weird because his acting is not good, especially in a video game. It's just like very stiff, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I like the character in the game, but it's just.
It's not the best Keanu.
It's not the. Come on, get fucking Brad Pitt or somebody. Like, come on, get somebody else, you know? But
Well, they're getting Idris Elba for the DLC.
Are they? Oh yeah,
that guy
yeah,
fucking
was
rules.
sweet. Yeah.
Really, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
Cyberpunk DLC. Idris Elba's.
he's got an incredible
bad guy.
voice. He's
Yeah.
got an incredible voice. Just I'm remembering this. On Netflix, they made their own Toy Story, Jungle Book. Not the one that you see that's really good, you know, that Favreau did on Disney Plus. They also have their own version on Netflix. It's a bit more
gritty,
very
dark.
British. It's a little bit more realistic. And am I getting this wrong? Oh, that's right. Idris Elba is the one that does Shere Khan, the tiger, in the Disney version, and he's extremely good at that. But I would say the Netflix version is actually the better movie. I was blown away.
It's live action.
The guy who did Smog,
Oh,
Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he
Yeah.
does. I think he does Shere Khan.
Oh.
And I was just like,
Huh.
everyone was just. Yeah, it's a little darker. It's like how Ninja Turtles, where it's like it's a little darker. Like the 1990 movie is just like this. For a kids movie, this is kind of dark. It's like that. It's a little dark. Tangent there, but Idris Elba is awesome. Like I do like that guy.
Sweet.
It's cool. He's gonna be in DLC, and I'm sure he's gonna look like him, right? It'll be him in the fucking game.
Yeah, of course. That's the tiger.
Yeah.
Brandon. Eric, do you have anything left?
No,
Pretty good?
I wanted to bring this up because I know we all watched the first episode of Mando.
Oh,
No spoilers.
yes.
I just wanted hot takes for all of us.
You want a hot date?
Hot date
Mando?
for all of us. No, hot takes for episode 1.
Dude, I want to go on a date with Pedro Pascal, and I'm sure my wife would be okay
he's the
with
man
it. Like,
right now.
this guy from Last of Us, which is incredible, and and then seeing him in Mando is just this.
Dude, he's on top of the world right now.
I could just soak into a
two of the
hot tub
biggest
when I
shows.
watch him. I just feel good. Like I just like go, just do it, man. He's in a movie with Nicolas Cage, and like Nicolas Cage is hit or miss, but like Pedro's in there, and I'm like, I kind of want to see that.
It's
movie,
nice.
you know?
I mean, it's nice to see him succeed too, because he seems like a really nice guy. Like, seems like a super genuine.
Whenever you
person,
see interviews with him,
so
it's always
fucking
super
good
cool.
for him.
But I thought it was great. I thought they did a pretty good job getting their world building, is moving things along. Like time has passed, and there's
been a
something
couple
to drop,
years,
like some plots.
Yeah,
Dude,
what I find is really wild is like if you were like, oh, Book of Boba Fett, that's not for me. If you didn't watch that show, you'd be completely fucking lost of how anything is happening in Mando season 3.
Well, because he didn't have the ship. He didn't have
the ship. He didn't have Grogu. Like
it's weird why
you'd be like,
they did
how
Mando.
why is Grogu back with Mando, and how does he have this new ship? Like, Book of Boba Fett was basically Mando 2.5.
And
well,
then
just those
fine,
two
fuck it,
episodes.
put Boba
but
in this.
A lot happened. A lot happened in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird that like it's like required reading for Mando because like you
Yeah,
could watch
that's
The
a good point.
Mandalorian and be like, I'm not really interested in Boba Fett. But if you didn't watch it, you'd be very confused going into season.
So then,
3.
so if you haven't watched it yet and you're planning to, go look up like in the middle of the Book of Boba
it's like
Fett
episode like
season.
6 and 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Those
watch
two
those.
episodes,
Just watch
yeah.
those. Get it, or whatever, and then you'll be caught up with Mandalorian. That's a good point, because dude, man, when he shows up, I don't want to give everything away, but when he shows up, I was just like, yeah, fucking Grogu is so goddamn cute, dude.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is season 2 ended, and then they had Star Wars Episode 9 after that.
Really? It's been that long? Oh my god.
Yeah,
Doesn't
because
seem like
Grogu
doesn't seem
does
like it.
that. Grogu does like a force heal, and
Oh, I did
it was
somewhere.
like and he heals like Apollo Creed there guy, that
Oh
actor.
yeah.
Hey, he
Carl
heals him.
Weathers. I forgot.
Yeah,
his
Carl
name in the
Withers.
show.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he heals him, and then there was like a big deal that like Jedi's can heal, And then you see Rey does it to a fucking sandworm in the movie and stuff like that. And like Kylo and
Well,
shit.
there's
Like,
also
they're healing each other.
something returning from Rise of Skywalker in Mando.
That was cool.
I won't give it away, but
oh, okay, all right.
We could.
Right,
I mean,
The only really good thing of Episode 9 is
the little guys.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are awesome.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
Babu.
What was Grogu doing? He just wanted to hug it. He kept trying to hug it or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife and I were like giggling big time, and I was like, "This is just like
That's
pure."
yeah. I thought the first episode was great. Strong opening. The action I thought was awesome.
Yeah,
Like the ships flying. Like I don't know. The budget for the show is insane.
Yeah.
I think they spend like 15 million per episode
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
kinda
You can
ridiculous.
tell. You can tell
One
this
of
is
the most expensive shows.
it's
yeah.
the poster child of Disney Plus right now, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
legit gotten everybody excited on Star Wars because casual fans. I'm sorry to say this, but casual fans are not hot on Andor, and I know everybody's like, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're like, Andor's the future of Star Wars. I'm like, it's too fucking serious and slow, and it's got some boring parts to it, even though it's incredible story wise, and all that stuff. Like, it's great to be grounded, but I know so many people who love Star Wars on a very casual level, and they adore the movies and they all that stuff, but they don't go too far from that. And they didn't really care for Andor. It's like, it's not for me. It's just boring. And I'm like, I know, because Star Wars is an adventure.
Yeah.
I think Mando has the perfect mix of
And Mando has
that popcorn
good mix.
action for the casual fans, but also has some more like deep cut stuff from like the Clone Wars for like the hardcore fans.
Well, I was saying in the Discord, it's got like the setup like a video game.
Old
where
Serial.
It's like, one episode you have a quest and you go do the quest and then you bring it back to the other person. And it's like, it seems like smaller side quests that are building up to the larger, like longer season main story quest. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it seems more self-contained rather than like each episode is definitely its own thing as compared to like Andor, where you have like 4 episodes where they're just sitting around on a planet trying to figure out how we're going to break into this place. Like they do that quick and they get it in and they get it done. And so I like
I'm
that
really
kind
curious.
of format.
Yeah, definitely.
Bite size.
I'm really curious what the next like big MacGuffin or mission for this season is going to be, because I mean, the previous season he completed his mission basically from season 1 of delivering Grogu to the Jedi. That was his mission, and that now Grogu's back with him, and now what? So I'm curious to see what
you see that
this
in the
season's
first
gonna
episode.
look like.
Yeah, they actually do.
Yeah,
Now that I think about, a lot of things happen, but
I feel like what they set up in the first episode isn't ggoing to be the entire season.
No.
I mean,
already
sorry,
will,
one more spoiler, then we'll stop. But like that fucking space pirate dude, I was like, fuck yeah! Is that our villain this season, or is he gonna be like taken out?
No,
in the next?
I don't think
idea.
he's going to be like the main villain. I think he'll probably be
because it's interesting.
cool-
Davy
cool-ass
Jones
design,
looking
though.
guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, because what's interesting is watching The Last of Us, which is incredible. Is like how those episodes are self-contained. Hey, meet this character. Don't get too attached because they probably won't escape this episode. And I'm just like, they're very self-contained. And I haven't played the game. I'm the weirdo who hasn't played the game, and I can't wait to play the game now. But like, I can see, like, okay, that's why we're fighting. This feels like a video game.
It's
like
very much
that's the boss.
set up
That's
the same as
the
the video
level.
game. Yep.
Each episode seems like a level of the game. I guess I don't know how accurate.
There's
it is,
there's some different things, but the way they break it up, they stick pretty close to like the chapters in the game
okay.
for the show.
Yeah, so it's just cool seeing formatting, or where like, like how are they gonna format it and all that stuff, so you can kind of see the pattern structure. But
Nice.
I'm pumped.
All right. Well, we babbled along for too long here. Why don't we wrap this one up?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
a good 45 minutes here. Let's
Mm-hmm.
Eric, why don't you
thought it was going to be a short
hit
one.
us with some socials and give us some details, and let's get on out of here.
Sure. If you want to follow us on social, you can follow us at Nomads of Fantasy on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow us on TikTok at the Nomads of Fantasy. You can follow us, I don't know, everywhere you find your podcasts. You can go to the nomadsoffantasy.com and go to the nomadsoffantasy.com/Discord to join our Discord. Play our game, whatmapgame.com. If you like to guess in video game maps, that's always fun. Yeah, that's all I got for you. It's our catch up for this month. So, as always, safe travels, Nomad.
Peace out.
I need like a proper sign off.
I know.